Welcome back to my Darling Bright podcast, powered by Refuge and Fortress Network. My name is Emmanuel O.
And I'm Lonnie O.
On this podcast, we dig, we discover, and we deploy biblical gems for the building or rebuilding of kingdom homes and relationships.
Yes, we are on a mission to equip couples to build on a rock-solid foundation.
Cultivate a culture of honor and respect.
Yes, invest intentionally and consistently in your relationship.
D, defend the union. And E, empower one another towards purpose fulfillment. All right. We're closing out a powerful month.
The month of April. My gosh, the month of April has been amazing.
Get to know your host.
I mean, you've been waiting for April for so long, and now I can't even believe we're already at the end of April. Now I'm excited about May.
Yeah.
Come on. So now this is the last week of getting to know your host before we dive into more practical questions. Today we're just doing fun things, having fun questions, challenges, talking about the future. You know, what is it we're expectant about the future? What are challenges, we've seen, and what are fun things? Just a fun light.
Let's do it. I mean, we've talked about our journey. We've talked about our journey from when we met to saying I do.
Mm-hmm.
We've talked about faith and values in our homes, the things that we do from a faith and prayer standpoint. We have talked about family, parenting,
home life,
marriage, and home life, the behind the scenes. Today we're gonna close it on fun. Challenges.
Yeah.
Like that,
okay.
right?
So let's just go. First question: What's a funny moment we've had as a couple?
What is a funny moment?
Funny moment we've had as a couple.
When you
already laughing. What are you thinking about? Are you laughing?
Because so here's the thing, right? My wife come up with these questions, by the way. Some of them are questions she found online. Some of them are questions people have asked us over the years, or even during this month, where people say, "Hey, can y'all address this question?" and things like that. So when you throw these questions at me, it makes me laugh because I'm like, "Where do you get these questions?" Right? But I love them. They're beautiful. And so before this episode today, she said, "I'm gonna ask you one question, and I want you to start thinking about it." So what's the question? She said, an embarrassing moment that we had.
Oh, funny moment.
A funny moment, embarrassing or funny moment that we've had
as
over
a couple,
years, as a couple in our relationship. And she was like, "Or should I skip that question? Because I can't even think of one." I'm like, "Oh, I got one for you. I got one."
When I hear this.
And so here is this.
All right. So what is it?
We are in Dominican Republic or Puerto Rico, I don't know, one of those places, right?
Well, you talking about for
we
honeymoon?
Traveled for our honeymoon.
Punta Cana,
right?
yes.
Punta Cana, right?
Punta Cana is DR, yeah.
We traveled for our honeymoon. It's a beautiful experience. It's a beautiful resort and everything like that. Wonderful. And we're meeting people. We're meeting people who also came maybe for honeymoon, vacation, whatever the case may be, right? And so we're mingling, we're talking to people and things like that. And then some guy called everybody together and said, "Hey, why don't we jump in the pool and do pool volleyball?"
Oh my God.
And I said, "Yes, let's do it," right?
Yeah.
And so we've got couples on one side,
right.
We've got couples on the other side, and then we've got this dude who's a single guy and full of energy, and so fun and everything like that. He's on the other side, my wife, myself, and some other couples were on this side. And so we're playing volleyball.
Yeah.
And here's where it gets funny. In the pool, right? And this dude with such high energy and tall too, he's really tall too. So he's not swimming, he's walking on water. If you walking in the water, and he is then the captain or wherever, the person who slams the ball, who serves. He's in the water, and every time this dude serves,
oh my God,
he smacks the ball on my wife's face.
Literally, it's like
what are you
straight
doing?
immediate impact, like literally just straight.
I mean, literally.
The first time I was like, whoa. Like, I'm so sorry. Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
And then he comes and
like,
oh my God, I'm so sorry. Oh my God, yeah. I'm like, yes, cool. I look at my wife and you okay?
You're right. I'm like, yeah, I'm good. Let's go. I'm pumped. I'm in a good time.
That happened. The second time that happened. The third time,
my
I'm
husband's like,
bro,
wait a minute now.
Hold up now.
Either you stop serving.
What's going on? Because I'm gonna need you to pass me that ball.
No, literally,
so
it
I
just
can
kept
serve.
hitting my face. And I'm
because
like,
whoa.
I think he felt maybe I was a threat on the other team.
It's not that, man. He was I think it was a lefty or a righty, and every time he was smacking that ball, it was just going.
It wasn't
in that
intentional. No.
So I told my wife, I said, you may want to switch
on over
to the other side. So
yeah,
when he's passing the ball this way,
oh my God,
you're not on the receiving end of it, right?
Yeah.
And this is how we know it wasn't intentional, because when that switch happened,
it stopped.
It was a whisper, right? I told my wife, I said, maybe you should move over here. And then, so when the switch happened, somebody else went over there, and they became the recipient of the ball.
At that point, we're like, all right, we're going to need you to stop serving. Yeah, that's right.
At that point, we said, the other team said, all right, stop serving, let somebody else serve. Because
we were done. I had to use some kind of medicine. I'm like, geez.
And then it was a thing where I'm saying to myself, all right, so we're
how do we
navigate this?
How do we address this?
Do I keep having fun, or do I just step up to the brother and say, hey man, what are you doing? Right?
No, because it wasn't intentional.
And I didn't want to mess up the mood, because that would have definitely messed up the mood.
Easy.
But hey man, I ain't been saved that long,
Yeah.
bro. I don't mind throwing hands in DR. I don't care.
No, we knew it wasn't intentional, because we had fun prior to that. We had fun prior after that. Yeah, it was so funny, because everybody's like, "Guy, what's going on?" I completely forgot about that. That was a long time.
Do you have any other fun, embarrassing moments?
Do I have any fun, embarrassing moment? I don't. I can't even think of anything.
What about when recently what was I? I think maybe I was a little under the weather, right? We took a walk. Us, the kids, the dog. We have a pet called Otis, right?
Otis
and
boy.
so we're walking at the park, and we see that there's nobody else in the area. So we let him loose so he can run around and things like that, right? So I'm like standing at a very far distance, right?
Yeah.
And I'm yelling, Otis, come here, boy, come here, boy. Otis is a medium dog.
Yeah.
He's not big, but it's not small neither. And so you can look at him and think, well, oh, he's a small puppy. Like it's nothing, right? So that was the mentality that I had. Homeboy was running so fast.
Oh, right.
When I called him to say, come here, Otis, he was running with such speed.
Right.
And I'm like, and I thought I could catch him.
Right.
But he ran into me. And
they both found themselves on the floor just...
Here I am just rolling on the floor because Otis popped my knees. Man.
You felt like, wait a minute.
I felt that. I felt it.
Yeah.
He ran into me. I popped my knees. I fell to the ground. My wife had her phone. She was recording Otis, recording. But then caught something else.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I caught it.
You better not post that.
I caught it. I definitely caught it.
Oh man.
And the kids were just cracking up like,
the kids were laughing. It was a good time. It was a fun moment. And Otis had no idea what he had
Otis
done.
kept running.
He just kept running.
Got back up and
he was just super
thing.
excited, super happy, and things like that. But yeah, that was more.
I need
recent.
to find that video.
Yeah,
I need to find that video.
But if we're talking about funny moments, I think those two would be like maybe my top two.
Yeah, I can't even think of anything else.
Other funny moments. Let me see. Other funny moments.
I can't think of it.
All right. Go ahead.
We're very cautious people, so we don't find ourselves in particular situations where we can be embarrassed
as a couple. That wasn't even as a couple. The Otis one, that wasn't ever.
No, that was just us. We were just having that was just you. We were just having fun, and you and Otis got loose. Too excited.
So, what would you say is your favorite way of spending time together? Like, how do we spend quality time together?
Oh, you know me.
Again, guys, we are in a series this month called Get to Know Your Host. So we're talking a lot about ourselves because that's essentially what the whole point of this month is.
Yes.
So go ahead.
I mean, for me, you know me, I can sit under the blanket in front of the TV watching multiple movies with you.
Golly.
Where we sit, we talk, we laugh. I mean, just yesterday we were watching.
When she say multiple, she means
multiple. Just
more
yesterday. Just yesterday we were watching this show on Netflix, and the excitement we got when we finally it's a reality show of what's it called?
The Millions? The Millionaire?
Yeah, the Millions, something like that. Something about them winning $1 million. And the person we wanted to won it. And she played the game so well. And we got so excited.
Yeah.
But that, I love when we do that. And we do that quite a lot too. You know, when we have time, we sit down and we spend that time together, just watching movie, watching shows, things we like to watch together. You know, I feel like I enjoy that a lot. That's like my favorite way we spend quality time together. Yeah, that, and I do love us when we go out, like on dates. You know, just the two of us, because we have a whole soccer team right now. So going out as a family is a sport. Let me tell you that right now. Going out as a family is a sport. And I obviously we love it, and we, like we said before, we are intentional about spending those time as a family. But I do love when we spend time together. Just a couple months ago when my mom was here, and she got to be home with the kids. When I tell you that every single chance we got, we stepped out to just there's sometimes we just sat in the car and we're just driving around. Literally just doing that, you know. So I enjoy when we do that us kind of thing. If it's just going to the store together, or going to go grab a bite, or going, you know, just doing stuff like me and you. I like this one thing that we did actually, even because you said that reminded me. When we talk about going out, again, it doesn't have to be 5-star restaurants and super expensive or anything. I remember one time, one of those days, we went out, we got food from our one of our favorite restaurants, Thai food. I ordered my thing, she ordered her thing. We took the food in the car. We stopped at a bodega, right? At a convenience store, for those who don't know what a bodega means. And got some drinks,
got some water, got some juice and things like that. Went in the car, drove to a park where that was bubbly, where a lot of people were just walking around, music is going around and things like that. And we sat in the back of the car. We opened the trunk of the car and we sat in the back of the car and just ate and talked. And just literally, that's how we spent quality time together. I love that. Right? And so on that particular day, we didn't want to be at a restaurant. But we just wanted to go out and just hang out, right? So we sat in the car, opened the trunk of the car, just sat down and talked and had conversations, right? So you will see us do that. And then spending quality time too is this. Right? This what we're doing right now is spending time together, and it's quality time, because again, this is something we both enjoy doing, right? Exactly. And so that makes it good time for us. That makes it quality time for us and things like that. Another thing that we do as far as spending time together, we did this a lot before the third child came in the picture. We would just randomly travel. We take road trips. Randomly. I mean, most random times. Most random. It's not planned. It's not something we're looking forward to. I come back home one day and I said, pack your bags. We're driving to Florida. We'll go to Florida, go to Orlando, Florida with the kids. They're doing their thing. We're doing our thing. We're just making, intentionally creating memories. Perfect. That's the word. Memories. Creating memories. And spending.
We took a break, but we're gonna get back to it. We took a break because having a newborn. But we getting back to it.
How else do we spend quality time together?
I mean, that's it.
Conversations.
We sit, talk.
Deep conversations, insightful conversations.
I mean, the other day, just the other day, we were actually preparing for one of the topics we want to discuss later down the line. And it transitioned from that discussion to talking about just having a deep conversation. And we spent like 4 hours. 4 hours. Just sitting there, just talking it out.
This is and what you got to understand when people say they spent time talking, and it's more than, it's not gossip.
No,
it's not talking about somebody else.
It has to do with us.
It was us. It was being better for one another.
Exactly.
And it wasn't scenario playing. It was, well, when you say it like this, when you do this, when you do that, it makes me feel this.
What do you mean by this?
Explain. And this is what I'm hearing you say. What are you really saying?
The funny thing is, we were preparing for something like this. Like, we were just having a conversation as to one of the topics we want to discuss, and answer the question, and it just turned into something else. And then we just went we went right in. And we you know when you're having onions and you're just peeling it out, we peeled it out. We peeled it all. I mean, we got to the root of it, things. You know, and it was good because we came out of that, you know, feeling much better, even closer, you know, and just feeling like we got somewhere. And
we broke through.
Yes.
We broke through.
Better for our marriage.
Yeah. And I even like after that conversation, I was saying to myself, I am so proud of us.
Yeah.
That you start a conversation. You don't know how long this conversation is going to go.
Yes.
You get to the middle and frustration kicks in.
Yes.
You're not hearing me.
Yes.
I'm saying it.
Yes.
You're not understanding.
It gets
Maybe
blown
let's
up.
leave it alone.
Yeah.
It gets blown out of proportion and things like that.
And you, matter of fact, it would make things worse. Just leave it like that. Things
worse, right? And you should just sweep it under the rug. You're not listening. You're not hearing me. Whatever. Let's just stop talking about it, right?
Yeah.
But we just kept hammering on it. We just kept talking about it because we could sense that we were at the verge of breakthrough.
Yeah, exactly.
And if we just keep pushing, we might just open up and actually
even through the frustrations and
even through the
misunderstandings
and things like that, right?
And everything.
So I was gonna say that I was actually really proud of us.
Yeah.
That even after 4 hours of talking it out and discussing and things like that, we ended the conversation not in anger, not in do you leave me alone for now, like none of that. We actually broke through. You know, the conversation didn't become we're gonna talk about this at a different time,
right? We'll
revisit it. No, it was we talked it out
and resolved it,
and there was no bad blood, there was no hard feelings, there was no so that's how you really feel about me. There was no attitude.
Took each other's
you know what I'm saying?
Took each other's correction or criticism, took it as something to do, a to-do list, so to say.
The reason why I like that you brought that up as quality time is because you have to understand the meaning of that word quality. Quality time is not just about fun.
Yes, exactly.
Quality time is productivity. Getting through is not just about the butterflies and everything. It's about using that time to get from your now to your next. And if there are things that you need to work on, you work on that using that quality time.
Exactly.
You follow what I'm saying? To us, at least to me, that's what I think quality time is, right? It's not just going to the movies and traveling and doing this and doing that. It's about
also
using that time to further reshape and refine and fine-tune your marriage and make it come out even better than before. You know what I mean?
Talking to each other, communicating. Absolutely. Okay. So another question I was gonna ask what's one thing we're excited about the future? I think we're about to wrap it up, right?
Yes. I mean, of course. One thing we're excited about for the future, we're excited about our ministry.
Yes.
We're excited about some of the personal things we've got going on that we can't share. You know, we're excited about
some personal family things.
We're excited about that. We're excited about what the future holds, and we don't have the full picture. But we have God. And we know that with God in the mix, everything is going to be beautiful.
And that's what makes it exciting.
We're excited about what the future holds. We're excited about the growth individually. We're excited about watching our kids grow. Oh my God. I mean, come on, man. A 7-year-old who was once 7 months is now 7. And
sometimes we look at them and we're like, how?
The distinction between those two ages. You know? And right now we're in a place where, because we do have a 7-month-old and a 7-year-old,
we can see it
so clearly. Like, wow, so this is how you were
before.
And this is what we did with you. Oh my goodness. But now you're this.
Yeah.
And you're about as tall as your mother.
Exactly.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Right? So
that's exciting.
It's exciting. It's exciting to watch that, man.
Yeah.
What else?
I think it's just being expectant. We talk about this a lot amongst ourselves, that we don't know what it is, and it's God, obviously. It's God, but we don't know what God has in store, but we're excited because we're expectant. And being expectant just makes it exciting because something is coming, something good is coming. So the future, something good is about to happen.
Yeah.
And we're excited about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's close on this. If you could relive one moment in our time together, if there was one moment you would want to bring back together, what would it be?
If there's one moment I would like to relive, I mean, the only thing I can say is maybe back to our dating phase.
Okay. I mean, everybody want to go back there.
Yeah, because I think about it right now, and it's like we've had such an amazing one, and we still have more to come. That almost every phase of our life has had its excitement. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I love our life right now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if I'm to think about something I'll relive, is when we was just dating. It was just us.
And it was just us.
And we could travel whenever we wanted. And we could go out whenever I mean, like, you got to think about it. Listen, you got 3 kids. You got to plan it. You got to think it out. It got to make sense. They're in school. You got to wait till they're not in school because they can't miss this amount of days. Like, life is just life, you know what I'm saying? So it's life now, and it's great, and we're happy about it. But of course, the
days of no responsibility.
Yeah, where we're just enjoying life. I can enjoy it.
Okay.
No, now Jai doesn't have to be a bad thing. Jai is enjoying life. We travel, like I went to Putacana. We had a good time when we traveled for our honeymoon. When we traveled to Jamaica.
Oh my goodness.
Like, now that I'm thinking about it, shoot, we need to travel soon.
Okay. We need to.
This just went left. This just went to a whole nother thing.
Before we start talking about traveling.
No, relief in our relationship.
Boy.
I think it's just our dating phase where we were just kind of pre-kids, just us having a good time, getting to know each other. It was fun. That honeymoon phase in our relationship, that was fun. That was nice.
Yeah.
It was nice.
I agree.
But I would say, I guess the reason why I'm having a little bit trouble really saying, because that relief part, I don't want to relive it because I enjoy my life now. I don't want to go back because so much has happened over the years that has brought us to where we're at, that it's like I don't need to relive that part of our lives anymore. The truth of the matter is I can enjoy the dating phase right now, even in our marriage, and we do. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know about reliving it. It was nice. I miss it. Now we got to do more of it. We do, but now we have to do more. We got to be intentional because we have kids, life is happening and all that. But yeah, it's not necessarily relive. It's just bring it back.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's do more of it. Yeah. So.
And I wanted to also add to that, one of the ways that we do spend time together is, or one thing we enjoy doing together. Okay, let me ask you that question then. What is one thing you enjoy doing together with Moi?
Enjoy doing together with you? Life. That was a good one, right? I enjoy doing life with you. I mean, it sums up everything.
Yeah. Well, that was you stole my answer. I was gonna I was gonna say the one thing I do enjoy doing though is, and I enjoy building with you.
Yes.
I know and the reason why I needed to say that was because when we met, we had asked that question. Would you prefer somebody who's got it figured out?
Yeah.
Or you want somebody to build
with? Yeah.
And we both agreed that we want somebody we can grow and build with.
Yes.
And that means a lot, because there's a lot that goes into that. In the process of building, you've got to give room for imperfections, reconstruction, readjustments, realignment. You've got to give room for a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of this, a little bit of, until you have a perfect recipe.
Yeah.
in the process of building, you've got to also allow a cook. When you have too many cook in the kitchen, it can
get crazy.
It can get crazy a little bit, right? So somebody has to be the main chef.
Yeah.
Somebody has to be the captain.
Yeah.
Somebody has to lead. And mind you, we're building together.
Yeah.
And so you need to allow room for building. And then trust. We're building together, and that means I'm trusting you to put me into consideration as we build. In other words, we're not just building your dream.
Yeah.
And I'm just here for the ride.
Exactly.
We're building our dream.
Yes.
You follow what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because you don't want to come to the end of the road and then find out that the entire thing we've been building has put you at a disadvantage.
Yes.
So that meant that you've betrayed my trust.
Yeah. There's no room for resentment.
You know what I'm saying? So there's no room for that. So you have to, and that's what makes building very critical and very tricky too, because you got to make sure you're building with the right person.
Yes.
So you got to find somebody that's willing to pour, as you're pouring into them, they're pouring into you as well.
Exactly.
And whatever they're building is not just for them or about them.
Yes.
It's for the whole family and for the betterment of everybody else in the house.
Yeah.
And so 20 years from now, 30, 50, 40, 100 years from now, thousands of years from now, talking about legacy and beyond us, we can see that we have built this thing. Not I built it and you came along for the ride.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You could see your fingerprint everywhere. You're not in the back burner.
Yeah.
You're not pushed to the side.
Everybody's
covered. Everybody's involved. All hands are on deck.
Yeah.
And God is good. You know what I'm saying? So
absolutely.
I feel like I have enjoyed and I'm enjoying building with you every stage, every phase, every level as we go. You know, I think that is one thing that I can say about us.
Come on now.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
man. Yeah.
Okay, quickly before we go, my next question is, who's your favorite person in the world?
God.
After God. Because I'm talking about after God.
After God is God.
After God.
And my good question. Oh, Lord.
All right now.
Okay, that's it. That's how we end the series from April 1st week to week 4 of this month. Get to know your host. It's been powerful. It's been wonderful. And I hope really, honestly, on a serious note, I know this entire episode is about fun and laughter and things like that, intentionally so, because that's how we kind of wanted to end the series. But I honestly really hope that you have been blessed from week 1, week 2, week 3, and week 4.
Yes.
And if you're yet to subscribe, please go ahead and do so now.
Hit that subscribe
and
button.
Come back next month, because we're going to be talking about some serious things.
Yes.
And it's going to blow your mind. Okay?
And if you have questions, topics, things you feel like are not really being addressed and you would like to hear, you like us to address it or talk about, or you have questions about relationship, marriage, parenting, whatever it is, just send it to us, message us, DM us on social media. Just let us know what the questions are, and we're very, very happy to sit down and discuss it. That's what this platform is for.
And I'm going to end on this. MDB, which is My Darling Bride.
My Darling Bride podcast.
It's not just a podcast. It is a coaching and consulting ministry. It's a marriage ministry.
Yes.
And that means if you need relationship coaching, if you need counseling, if you need consulting, right? Anywhere from coaching and consulting to event planning and event design of your wedding, all things marriage related, we are here for you. Send us an email at info@drfnetwork.org. info@drfnetwork.org. Send us an email, call us, reach out to us. We'll be more than happy to share, to advise, to counsel, to help, to coach, whatever it is. I mean, I've got a guy right now who calls me from California.
Yeah.
And he calls me at hours that I'm busy.
Random times. Just whenever it just feels like.
I just make the time.
Yeah, intentionally.
Intentionally just make the time and just sit on the phone and have conversation with him, because I know that he's trying to navigate a very important stage in his life.
Yeah.
And whatever I can do to help,
Exactly.
I'm more than willing to do that. More than happy to do that. So we just want to put that out there for those who are listening. Maybe you need coaching, maybe you need counseling, maybe you just need somebody to consult and talk to.
Yeah.
We are here, more than ready and available. We are here individually.
Yes.
And we're here as a couple, because I know sometimes people want to just talk to me, or just talk to my wife, and sometimes people want to talk to us together, like, you know, as a couple. We're here, whatever the case may be, right? Anything else, my darling?
Trust God. Trust that as individual, as a couple, we're going to God because this is what God has called us to do. We're going to God to ask him to lead us, to use us as his vessel. The things we're saying, the things we're teaching, we're not just waking up today and just saying this is what we'll talk about. We've spoken to God about it. You know what? We're yielding to him. So that's what you get. You get God. You know, it's not us. We're just a vessel. So yeah.
All right. I hope we have shared a tip or two to help solidify your kingdom union, not only
with yourself,
but also with others.
Other.
And most importantly, with God on today.
I got you. Don't forget to like, to share with your friends and family. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Bing. And comment down below.
And until next time, be the light.
Be the salt.
And remember, all things are possible
if you believe. Bye.